I can see how some people don't like Eric Larson's Spider-Man and they like Mark Bagley more.
Yeah, totally, man. I get it.
Well, you know who I really love? I really love that Clayton Crane, man. He does a great variant cover of Spider-Man every time, and I'm Comic Tim, the foremost expert on Clayton Crane, you know, man? Yeah, I'd be silent too.
West Coast Davengers. West Coast Davengers.
Ah! Ah! Oh, hey man. Yeah, man, I know you were hoping for Dave. This is not the West Coast Davengers. My name is Comic Tim. And you may know me from such things as Comic Tim's Mystery Box and my shows on Whatnot with Very Fine Collectible Guy and Geeky Female and all of those people. That's my crew. Because I'm Comic Tim. Now, I got rid of that Dave guy. He's always making fun of me. He's always kicking me out of his shows. So I sit here and I'm reading my big old Bank Vault edition. I thought it would be a good opportunity to maybe have this moment with y'all on the YouTubes. I took a very special trip. Well, it was really with myself. I was following around this Dave guy. He's another Dave. I think his name's Dave Japan. He's an artist or something like that. I want to show you my trip to Portland, but more so I want to talk about hot comics. You'll want to hear what I have to say about the top 10 comics that I have for you. Don't forget to visit my website, Comic Tim. That's Comic T, and there's 47 I's and then the letter M.org.geocities. You can buy some of my Miss Terry boxes. Now, Miss Terry was my ex-girlfriend, and she ran off with Very Fine Collectibles guy and this guy, the crane artist guy. I'm gonna show you some footage. And it's me walking around talking about comics and art in the science industry and chemicals. A museum in Portland. I'll introduce you to some of my favorite characters and then we'll come back. And we'll talk about some comic books. I saw my comic future and it was rolling like a stone. Now I'm gathering no moss because I'm knocking on the comic door. Whoa, hey, what's up, guys? It's Comic Tim, and I'm here with my friends, Portlandia, and we're over at the Oregon Museum of the Science and the Industry and the, chemicals and stuff. But we're gonna look at some comic art. Now, what is art? We're gonna find out today. I'm gonna draw some things and I'm gonna give them to the museum and say, I'm Comic Tim. Whoa, that's Kamala Khan, otherwise known as Mrs. Fantastic. This is the DC Super Villains exhibit. What do you think, man?
Fucking Comic Tim, man, why you following me around, dude?
I don't know, man, because your name's Dave and I only have friends named Dave.
How'd you know I was coming here in the first place?
Because I can read your mind. I got Miss Terry on the job.
Can you walk at least 10 feet behind me or something?
Oh, man. Well, now I'm here with Marvel Comics #1, man. And this comic, man, this needs a variant cover. It doesn't have enough acetate on it, man. Wake up, man. Man, I don't know what's going on with this dude. I came here to see Mr. Fantastic, and then the thing is here, and he's just all passed out, and I just want to get his autograph, man, and do an exclusive cover, maybe man. I'm here with the cat man himself, Child. You guys know him from that movie, Wakanda Sometimes. I hope you got to see it. It's one of the best movies of the year, and that is a Comic Tim movie review. What's up, my wrestling fans? I'm Comic Tim. This is Hulk Hogan after he won the World Heavyweight Champion belt at WrestleMania 3. He's so excited he turned green. I hope you like wrestling. We're going to talk a lot about Hulk Hogan and Hulkamania, brother. Alright, we're heading upstairs to see the second part of the DC Marvel combined art sculpture exhibit. And I'm just trying to tell Dave about how this art was made, but he doesn't seem to really believe me.
Most of what he's saying really isn't that true. You should fact check a lot of what he's saying.
You know, I just think when I told you that Stan Lee and Jack Kirby were the same person, you did not believe me, man.
Cite your sources.
Whoa! We traveled to the faraway land of Kumersij in search of the pediatrician known as the Strange One, man. And he's the master of magical magic. And now I'm here looking for him. Let's see if we can find him. So here we have one of my favorite characters of all time. This is the Platinum Wave Rider, aka Nolan Ryan. And this is the first cover ever from his ever first comic. And I just think it's amazing. I have this book in a 9.92. I have my friend Clayton Crane working on an exclusive cover for this book. And we're gonna call it Nolan Ryan, the Platinum Wave Man. Yeah, I'm Comic Tim. Well, that was really cool, man. I got to see a lot of these Batman pictures and stuff that people drew, and there was Captain America and the Arachnid guy. But I gotta say, you know, science is amazing, my friends. And I think that you should come to Portland and experience the science of comic books, how they are read, how they are made, and how we could turn them into variant covers. I'm Comic Tim. I will see you soon. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that little trip down to Portlandia along with my friend Dave Japan. He kind of thought I didn't belong there, and I was just like, hey man, this is a public place. I am a paying patron of the arts and the sciences, alright man? So now, I want to talk to you about hot comics. Now, the West Coast Dave, he always promises no top 10 lists on here, but I am bringing you 10 books that I think you should own right now, and you can get them on Whatnot at www.whatnot.com.comicdm. We start off with comic book. Now, this comic book is by an artist from Marvel, and you should buy it. I've got a comic that's so rare and so sought after, you're gonna ask me, Comic Tim, how do I get a copy? And that's X-Men #1 from Jimothy Lee. Jimothy Lee was one of the artists that left Marvel Comics in the 90s to start Sharper Image. Now, Sharper Image turned out to be a store in a mall that sold all these massage things, which I don't understand why he went from comics to that, but that's Jimothy Lee for you. Alright, so this is X-Men #1. There's 52 different covers. I have them all. You can buy them on Whatnot, www.whatnot.comicdm.com. Next, another creator of the Sharper Image comes Robert Liefeld. He created Deadpool, and he also created Cable in the New Mutants. Rob Liefeld went to Sharper Image, but he brought Youngblood with him. Youngblood was a team that was based off of the people that he went to high school with, including the Rock Dude. So he went to high school with Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Rob Liefeld. Now you should buy this comic also on Whatnot, www.whatnot.com/verifiedcollectibleguy/comicdm. Next up is one of my favorite characters, Ron Man. Now, Ron Man is an autobiographical picture book from the creator of iRobot. That's Isaac Asimov. Hot book. Next comes Tom B. Raider. Based off the hit video game Cubert, this actually features a cover from Adam Huggies. Now, you might remember Adam Huggies from such thing. He did the Wonder Woman. He does the big-breasted women. And he has his own Whatnot. It is www.whatnot.com/Adam Huggies. Next up comes the smash hit Harbinger from Valiant Comics in the 90s. Now, Valiant Comics started from Jim Gunman. He was the editor-in-chief from Marvel Comics, and then they fired him after he said, "Black Suit Spider-Man, Jazz Hands." And so he started Valiant Comics, and Harbinger was such a great book, man. If you could find this is the pink number 0, limited to 14,000 copies, man. Another one of my favorite Valiant comics. Now, Valiant is not the man from the Black Eyed Peas. That is Will.i.ant. So, this is Xo Manoir. Now, it's a word, Xo, and some people say it's X to the O. I don't know. That's another rapper, right? Anyway, I'm Comic Tim. You can buy this comic directly from me at www.xoxoxomanoircomicteam.com. 2 more comics left to talk about. Now, if you know anything about Comic Tim, you know his favorite material is acetate. And this is some acetate right here. I've got the last Avengers story with the acetate cover. So you can find this on acetatelovers.com/comictim/whatnot geeky female. And finally, I have a book from my favorite artist of all time. It's Todd McFearless's Spider-Man. Now, this book shaped a generation of fearful people who did not like spiders. But then Todd McFearless said, "Hey, man, if you see my spiders, they'll be your friend, my spiders." This book sold approximately 4,900,000,000 2.7 copies. But this one right here is the only Comic Tim copy. If you want to match my shirt and you want to own this comic, please visit www.whatnot.com/McFearless//Comic Tim. This is my most recommended comic of the top 10 comics of right now. I think it goes for everybody when I say thank you to me for shooting this episode for you, because I am Comic Tim. Don't forget, this guy who runs this show, he does some sales on Wednesday, and then Sunday he has guests on, but he never invites me. And I'm Comic Tim, and I feel like maybe if we start an online petition for that, I'll be on the show. It's called the
Let me in, man. It's cold. It's cold. Comic Tim, let me in, man.
I'm Comic Tim. Full disclosure, that was a lot of work.